We are over here in Fargrave, in Fargrave City District, right about here, talking with the anchorite.
Damn these waking flame cultists, bringing their Mehrunes Dagon madness to Fargrave. Their votive runes infect mortals with dark magic. I came to meet someone about all this when I spotted that cultist and my hands began to glow. Just like yours.
What is this place?
This is Fargrave, a city in oblivion with permanent and open connections to other realms. The votive runes faster than I can destroy them, putting every mortal who lives here at risk. That's why I agreed to meet with the Dremora.
The Dremora?
Lyrinth, the Dremora. She sent me a letter. Said the cult threatened Fargrave. Nern, too. She wanted my help, but I can't deal with that now. The votive runes are clearly the immediate danger. We should work together on this. I can pay.
Alright, I'll help you deal with the votive runes. What do you need me to do?
I need you to talk to my contacts. Madam Wim's establishment is here in the city. Initiate Teal'go meets me in the burn, out in the Deadlands. See what they know about the votive runes and the cult's plans. Then meet me in the Fargrave Crafting Plaza.
I know Lyrinth. It's not like her to not show up for a meeting.
Really? All I know is that she's a Dremora who has an interest in the Dagon cult known as the Order of the Waking Flame. This is where we were supposed to meet, but all I saw when I got here was that cultist and the votive rune he was casting.
You said the votive rune affects mortals? Is that what made your hands glow?
No. The votives mess with mortal emotions, make everything more intense. Not sure why. Lyrinth said the magic in her letter would allow her to recognize me. I think that's what the glow was. If only I could get the grasp to care about all this.
I love
the grasp.
The grasp of the Stricture.
I got a guy staring at a
They're an order
fucking
of
wall.
Daedra, mostly Dremora, who serve as arbiters and interpreters of the Stricture. A magical covenant that allows Fargrave to serve as neutral ground for all Daedra. They enforce the laws, to a point.
To a point?
Well, since mortals aren't bound to the Stricture, the grasp pretty much ignores us, unless we interfere with the Stricture in some way. As long as the cult and its votive runes only threaten mortals, the grasp simply doesn't care.
Tell me more about these contacts you want me to talk to.
Madam Wim is a dark seducer who has her thumb on the pulse of Fargrave. Nothing happens here that she isn't keenly aware of. She deals in favors and information, for a price. And the more you seek her help, the more expensive her services become.
What about Initiate Teal'go?
Initiate Teal'go is a member of the Order of the Waking Flame.
Oh my
He
god.
was my friend before the cult recruited him. Turns out, Teal'go's had a change of heart. He's been providing me with inside information
You
about
just
where
blast
the
me,
cult
but
plans
there's
to
like
strike
dude
next.
run into my. Oh my. Wow.
Where can I find Madam Wim and the Initiate Teal'go?
Madam Wim runs an establishment in Fargrave called the House of Wims. Just be careful. She enjoys getting her hooks in new arrivals. You'll find Initiate Teal'go in the Deadlands, an area known as the Burn. The Plaza of Portals will take you there.
The Plaza of Portals, the Deadlands?
The Plaza of Portals is one of Fargrave's most important locations. A series of permanent gateways to other realms in oblivion. One of those realms is the Deadlands, the domain of Mehrunes Dagon.
The Anchorite, that's an unusual name.
Is it? I hadn't noticed. Look, we only just met. If you turn out to be trustworthy, I'll tell you the strange tale. If not, well, we'll deal with that if it becomes necessary.
Does your tale include an explanation about the mask you're wearing?
Perhaps. And maybe it's just a fashion statement. Now, go talk to Madam Wim and Initiate Teal'go while I make my rounds. I need to check on my charges around the city.
Your charges?
As a crossroads, it's natural for people from everywhere to wind up here. I check on the mortals of the city on a regular basis, help them as I can. That's why Wim calls me the Fool of Fargrave, because I care. And it's why I abhor the Dagonists.
I've encountered the Order of the Waking Flame before.
Then you know the cult is evil. They appeared recently, proselytizing in the plazas. Then they started placing those votive runes. Some kind of prayer to Mehrunes Dagon. and it intensifies mortal emotions. The runes are dangerous. I know it.
You say something, Trippy?
Do you still smoke weed?
Not since 2024.
The glow seems
Goddamn,
to have
really?
faded.
Yep, it's been that long. It doesn't get me high, so there's no point in wasting money on it.
No, that's just an excuse.
Well, that's a good excuse. You can't even get a head change. What's the point?
Oh, just leave me
You just need
alone.
stronger shit.
It was strong shit. It got everybody else high, but not me. That's what happens when you got a bad bipolar.
Another poor mortal
aizgodezz.
succumbed to the power of the Dagonic votives. How unfortunate. But what's this? A new face? And what does Madam Whim always say? New faces bring new opportunities. Let's talk. Has anyone ever told you that you have an incomparable mien? Most in this celestial PaLanquin we call Fargrave have the barest patina on their auras. But you? I know multiple buyers who would pay top price for a soul like yours. Shall we trade?
Not interested in trading souls, but what's the matter with that person sitting on the floor?
What? Poor Josette. She's one of my favorite regulars. At least she was, before the votives affected her. First, she became belligerent, then extremely melancholy. Now she's practically mindless. But tell me, darling, what brings you to Madam Whim's?
The anchorite sent me. She said you know everything that happens here.
She did she? All true, but I hate to brag. She's an unusual mortal, though, isn't she? Our darling of the alleys. And clever. She sent you so as not to increase her tab at the House of Whims. As a new customer, your first transaction is free.
Alright, tell me what you know about the Waking Flame and their votive runes.
Ah, two topics on the lips of many a Fargravian. The Dagonists are mortal rabble with a fetish for destruction. The votive runes are prayers to their prince made manifest. Spells that seem to affect only mortals, like poor Josette here.
Any idea why the cult is placing the votive runes throughout Fargrave?
An interesting question. Alas, I have no answer. But you're not the only newcomer to our fair city seeking such knowledge. My eyes about town tell me that Lyranth the Dromora has come to Fargrave. She's in the shambles, searching for Sister Saldina.
Sister Saldina?
You want more? I'm giving away an awful lot as part of your free sample, but I am feeling generous today. Sister Saldina leads the Dagonists here in Fargrave. She and Lyranth seem to have it out for one another, though I have yet to ascertain why.
What sort of business is the House of Whims?
As the name implies, I trade in eccentricities and capriciousness. I buy and sell as impulse dictates. My establishment carries indulgences from across Oblivion. And information, of course, along with food, drinks, and an amenity for every appetite.
Is there anything you can do to help poor Josette?
Oh, the mortal on the floor? No, I don't believe so. The spell is quite potent. I suspect the votive runes have a darker purpose than simply elevating emotions and turning mortals into mindless husks. Pity the grasp refuses to investigate.
The grasp?
The grasp of the stricture. They enforce law and order in Fargrave. The stricture is a covenant that binds all Daedra and allows us to operate somewhat in concert. Since mortals aren't bound by the covenant, the grasp tends to pay them no mind.
So the grasp of the stricture are sort of the city guard?
An apt description, if somewhat inaccurate. They do enforce Fargrave's laws, but in ways that won't always be comprehensible to the limits of mortal understanding. Try not to commit any crimes in front of them, and they won't harass you. Probably.
Why is this place called the CeLestiaL PaLanquin?
You came here without knowing, darling. How refreshing. Like an otherworldly conveyance, Fargrave personifies the existential concepts of transit or passage. It did start out as a strange nomadic realm, after all. That's part of the city's allure.
What does that mean exactly?
It means if you want to travel the myriad corridors of Oblivion, there's no better launching point than fabulous Fargrave. In addition to our famous Plaza of Portals, the entire realm is littered with dimensional access ways. Plus, we have no prince.
Why is that important?
Without a prince to set the laws and manipulate Fargrave's reality, we're free to shape this city as we choose. The freedom that affords us is sublime. Plus, no prince means less chaos and violence in the streets. Rogue cultists notwithstanding.
I couldn't help notice the giant skeletons.
Aren't they beautiful? One of our best features. No one is quite sure who or what they were, but legend has it they once carried the city from plane to plane. Hence the allusion to a PaLanquin. Is it true? Well, the skeletons are real enough.
What kind of data are you, Madam Wim?
A personal query? That will cost extra, my darling. I am a Mazkin, what your kind commonly call a dark seducer. Unlike many of my brothers and sisters, I use my charms to beguile and entice for knowledge and profit. I have no interest in violence.
You said Lyranth might be in the shambles. What should I know about that?
A terrible place. I urge caution if you decide to venture there. It's a warren of alleys, tenements, and ruins, hidden behind thick walls. Many mortals live there in the most appalling conditions. But it can also be a good place to conduct business.
What kind of business?
Oh, innocent mortal. The kind of business best engaged in, where the grasp of the stricture doesn't reach. It's a perfect location to hide a Dagonist cult, seeking to cause chaos and mayhem. I'm surprised our darling of the alleys didn't mention that.
Why do you call the anchorite the darling of the alleys?
Darling of the alleys,
what?
fool of Fargrave, woman in the mask. Ever since the anchorite arrived in Fargrave, she's gone out of her way to help the mortals cast upon our shore. And she asks for nothing in return. Pity I know so little else about her.
Goodbye. Holy moly, that was a long talk.
Now, what should we do with Joseph's?
Good luck.
Yep.
What you been up to? Trouble?
Yup, because there's always going to be a loadout camper in the rain.
Oh my gosh.
All of you, stay away from me! Stay away!
You're not the person I was supposed to meet. What do you want?
Put that knife down, dog. Ain't nobody got time for the...
Explain yourself, stranger. The Deadlands isn't a place for chance encounters.
The anchorite sent me. What can you tell me about the waking flame and their votive runes?
The anchorite promises to get me away from the cult in exchange for information. I hold up my end of the bargain, and what do I get? Another fool, seeking knowledge from Portilgo. This is the last time, you hear? Make sure the anchorite knows that.
I'll tell her. Do you know what the cult plans to do with the votive runes?
They don't tell lowly initiates all the details of their master plan. but I hear things. Sister Seldina wants to take over Fargrave. Make it an offering to Mehrunes Dagon. The votive runes play a part in that, but I don't know exactly how.
Tell me about Sister Seldina.
Sister Seldina leads the Fargrave cell. She has a grand vision for the waking flame. It starts with Fargrave, but it doesn't end there. She wants control of the portals. With them, she can hand Lord Dagon all of Oblivion. Even Nirn would be in reach.
Does the name Lyranth mean anything to you?
The Dremora? She's practically all the Order's old guard talk about these days. Seems she's been causing a lot of trouble for Sister Seldina, interfering with her plans. Something's about to happen. Tell the Anchorite. Fargrave's in danger.
Any idea where I can find Sister Seldina?
The Order has camps throughout Fargrave and the Deadlands. Sister Seldina could be anywhere. But tell the Anchorite to check the shambles. Look for an abandoned building, someplace hot. I heard one of the Devastators complaining about the heat.
Someplace hot, that's not a lot to go on.
If we were talking about the Deadlands, no. But the shambles is a different story. That section of Fargrave can't have too many places hot enough to make a Devastator uncomfortable. The Anchorite will figure it out.
Why are you willing to help the Anchorite?
What? You assume every Dagonist is a true believer, willing to do whatever their superiors tell them? I joined up because they promised me a better life. A way to escape the shambles. But they lied. The Anchorite agreed to help me, for a price.
Price.
If Sister Seldina knew I was talking to you or the Anchorite,
Holy
my life wouldn't be worth a scab on an Ogrim's elbow. I want out! Look, tell the Anchorite. She can find me at the Bearer's Rest in Fargrave when she's really ready to help an old friend.
Goodbye.
Tell the Anchorite I'll be at the Bearer's Rest. She owes me, and I expect her to honor our agreement.
Oh.
Soon, I'll be able to move freely to All of you, stay away from me! Stay away! Disaster is coming! Fargrave is doomed! There's no point. No point at all.
Over here, friend.
Lord Dagon will visit disaster upon this ash heap. Mark my words.
These new Dagonists are barely worth the effort. I followed them into the plaza and destroyed the votive rune before they even noticed I was there. And the Grasp decided to get involved, finally. Hey, did you learn anything from my contacts?
Madam Wynn said Lyranth is searching the shambles for the cult's local leader, Sister Seldina.
Madam Wim didn't charge you, I hope. She usually lets you sample her wares for free the first time. After that, it gets expensive. A Shambles is a big place, but now we know more than we did when we started. Did you also make contact with Teal'co?
He said Saldina is using the votives to conquer Fargrave and to look for an unusually hot building.
Hot? In the Shambles? Must be the old baths. The furnaces beneath the bathhouse have been burning forever. But what was that about the votive runes? How does Sister Saldina plan to use them to conquer Fargrave?
The votives are prayers to Dagon. The magic only affects mortals, but neither of them knew anymore.
Damn it! No one is going to conquer Fargrave if I have any say in the matter. I suppose we need to investigate the old bathhouse. If we find Sister Saldina, maybe we'll find Lyrinth too. Let's meet in the Shambles. We can discuss our options there.
Alright, I'll meet you in the Shambles.
Once we enter the Shambles, we can work our way together to the old bathhouse.
Tell me more about the Shambles.
The Shambles can be a dangerous place, but it's also where the majority of Fargrave's mortals live. Warrens and dark alleys fill the area. There are 3 main paths through the Shambles. We can take any of them to reach the bathhouse.
What do you know about the old bathhouse?
Just that it's mostly abandoned. Hasn't been used by anyone but squatters and vagrants for years. It's isolated at the northern end of the Shambles. Easy to secure and unbearably hot. Perfect location for the Dagonist leaders to plot and scheme.
I still want to know about your name and why you're wearing a mask.
And I said I'd tell you, once I was sure I could trust you. Let's find out what's waiting for us at the bathhouse. Try to make contact with Lyrinth for Dremora. After that, we'll see.
What do you know about the old bathhouse?
Just that it's mostly
I
abandoned.
think you already said
Move, mortals, flee!
Fuck
You will
off,
see.
bitch.
Lord Dagon will devour you and your city.
Be silent. Your prince has no power.
Power here. The fuck, dude, that's a long ways north.
The Shambles. Not a place for a casual The Vanquished consider the central plazas to be their territory. We need to be careful here.
The fuck was that? You really gonna one-hit kill me? The fuck you mean I don't meet the requirements? What the fuck, dude? my god. Is there another way in? Let's try around the side.
That door leads to the courtyard and isn't warded. Can you pick the lock? That opening in the rocks. Maybe we can reach the caves below and get into the bathhouse from there. We should be able to find a way inside through the undercroft. It runs beneath the bathhouse. Another ward. I think we can get past this one, though. I have an idea. Unlike the door outside, this area contains everything we need to disrupt the magic sustaining the ward and dispel it. I've seen the Daedra use these crystals to do all sorts of things.
Crystals? What are you talking about?
I spotted a lucent among the debris in this hall. It's a Daedric crystal that can absorb and store the background energy that pulses through all the realms of Oblivion. We'll need that to get started.
Find a lucent, got it, then what?
Then take the lucent to the dynamis font over there. That background energy I mentioned, the font absorbs it. Place the lucent on the font, and it will fill it with the charged energy.
Charge lucent on the font, then what?
Finally, insert the charged lucent into the discharge labrum beside the door. That will release the energy from the crystal and disrupt the ward. That's the idea, anyway. I've seen the Daedra do all sorts of things using lucents, fonts, and labrums.
Alright, I'll find a lucent and follow your instructions.
Remember, find a lucent, charge it in the dynamis font, then place the charged crystal in the labrum beside the door. Once you understand how lucents function, you can use them to accomplish all sorts of things throughout the realms of Oblivion.
Can you tell me more about the lucent?
As I understand it, lucents form naturally in the void and occasionally rain down on the various realms. Some say they're actually crystallized bits of Oblivion. Who knows? I've seen Daedra gather them, charge them, and make use of their energy.
Make use of their energy? How exactly?
Well, as long as you have lucents, a dynamis font, and a discharge labrum, you can use the energy to open gates, ignite furnaces, operate torture devices, all sorts of things. We're going to use it to overcharge the ward on that door and dispel it.
What's the purpose of the dynamis font?
Look, I just observed how the Daedra use them. The dynamis font is sort of like a spring. Instead of water, energy wells up. Could be an atronach trapped in there. Or maybe it's the ambient dynamism that flows through the space between the realms.
Dynamism?
I'm not a Daedric scholar, alright? I just know what I know. Dynamism. I heard the Dremora talking about it at Madam Wim's. It's what some call the energy of Oblivion. Or the energy in Oblivion? It's confusing, but it's energy that we can use.
Tell me about the discharge labrum.
Basically, when you plug a charged lucent into the labrum, it releases the energy stored in the crystal. Most of the labrums I've seen are integrated into some larger mechanism. I'm not sure what this one was originally used for.
Can't we just break the crystal to release the energy?
You could, but you'd also get a destructive explosion. Better to control the release by using the labrum. Besides, the lucents can be used over and over again, but not if you shatter them.
Goodbye. Oh my god. So I gotta do a bunch of confusing shit.
That's definitely a lucent.
Here's a lucent,
Now take the lucents
a
to the
gem.
dynamis font.
Take that to the dynamis font to charge it.
That did it. Look how the crystal
Okay, now shove it in this hole
charged crystal into the labrum.
and override the door.
Charged lucent. Let's see what's behind that door.
You watching a TikTok over there? Maybe.
Charge!
Dude, why are these guys one-hit killing me? I don't understand, dude. The fuck?
Be careful.
Doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm doing good, and all of a sudden I get one-hit KO'd. I'm running out of charged revives.
Our hands. They're glowing again.
I see my spell brought the help I requested, but I didn't expect there to be more than one of you. Ah, my simple spell finally yields results. I was hoping it would bring you to me again, little mortal. I do so appreciate working with known quantities. But who is this other mortal who also carries my glowing brand upon their flesh?
They're Lyranth, this is Anchorite. Anchorite meet Lyranth the Damara.
The Anchorite. An unusual appellation even for a mortal. You must be wondering why I summoned you and then failed to be on hand to lead you. When I heard that Sister Seldina had arrived at their headquarters in the Shambles, I had to act quickly.
Did you find Sister Seldina?
You can plainly see that I did not. Finding this location took more time than I expected. And even then, getting inside has proven difficult. But now that we're together, I suspect we can make short work of any obstacles and locate Sister Seldina.
Why are you so intent on finding Sister Seldina?
My reasons are my own, little mortal. Suffice it to say, I want to determine how Sister Seldina plans to utilize the votive runes to seize control of Fargrave. She wants to use its many portals as a gateway between the Deadlands and Nirn.
What do you need us to do, Lyranth?
Even a Dromore of my talents cannot hope to stand alone against the Dagonists and an army of living disasters. I seek to learn Sister Seldina's secrets. You want to protect the mortal realm from total destruction. Together, we can accomplish both.
What can you tell us about Sister Seldina?
She's smart and ruthless. A powerful combination in a mortal. She commands the Dagonists here in Fargrave and oversaw the creation of the Cataclysm. With that device, she plans to create an army of living disasters to unleash upon Nirn.
Living disasters?
Daedra empowered to unleash destruction upon the mortal realm and make it easier for Mehrunes Dagon to conquer Nirn. Did you know he's tried before? Dagon broke an agreement, and the doors between the Deadlands and Nirn were sealed. He can't use them.
What agreement did Mehrunes Dagon break?
CeLestiaL, one of the so-called living gods of the Dark Elves, supposedly made a pact with various Daedric princes to protect Nirn. I don't know the details, but Dagon broke the pact. CeLestiaL slammed the doors and closed off Dagon's connections.
So Sister Seldina wants to conquer Fargrave so Dagon can use its portals?
Everything about CeLestial's pact is rumor and speculation, so that is what I hope to determine. And I want to examine the Cataclysm. The attack on Fargrave could begin at any moment. Shall we enter the next area and see what Seldina is up to?
Goodbye.
The glow. It vanished again.
The spell has run its course. The glow will not return. Now, to deal with this ward. Come, I sense activity in the chamber beyond.
The Dromora again. Well, you're too late. The ritual is almost complete. Dagon's blessing reverberates among the votive runes. Soon a wave of destruction will sweep over Fargrave and destroy the Daedra.
The spell. What's happening to us?
Mortal, destroy the votive runes.
Lord Dagon himself taught me this ritual. Waking flame, protect the votive runes. ruined. You will pay for that, Dremora. You and your companions both.
Sister Seldina got away, and we're right back where we started. Nowhere.
Nowhere? How quickly mortals succumb to despair. Let's talk in the next room. Take a moment to look around. Sister Seldina departed in haste. Certainly she left something behind. I did not think Sister Seldina capable of performing such a powerful ritual. You did well, mortal. A few more moments and the magic would have exploded across Fargrave, leaving the city defenseless and destroying all of the Daedra, including me.
I stopped the ritual, but Sister Seldina escaped.
Yes, but she fled in haste. That means she probably left something behind. Let's search this bathhouse. Bring me whatever you find. Sister Seldina's abandoned paraphernalia may be of use to me, and it may tell you more about the threat to Nern.
Do you know what that ritual was all about? How was it going to help this cult conquer Fargrave?
From what I could devise, the votives elevated the emotions of mortals in the city, siphoning the energy generated into Sister Seldina's ritual. She planned to use that energy to destroy the Daedra, including the Grasp, leaving the city defenseless.
Shouldn't we go after Sister Seldina?
That would accomplish nothing. The Daegonists are experts when it comes to disappearing into the shadows. Sister Seldina will pay for her various insults soon enough. For now, see what she left behind when she fled.
I'll see what I can find in the bathhouse. Okay. Nothing here, nothing there. There we go.
What did you find, little mortal?
That's about it.
Tell me what you found, and I shall determine if it has any significance to my quest, or to yours.
I found this note. I can't make sense of it.
Nor can I. And while your literacy may be in question, mine certainly is not. This is no language, mortal or Daedric. It is written in code, one used by the Daegonists for their more guarded correspondence.
Can you decipher it?
No, and neither could any lowly recruit we captured off the streets and tortured for information. This code is reserved for the Order's elite. We'll need to find someone who can decipher it. I'm sure Fargrave must have someone with those skills.
What should we do now?
We should leave. The cult's forces may have scattered, but no doubt Sister Seldina will send a force to try to deal with us. We should not be here when they arrive. Perhaps the Anchorite can suggest a place for us to meet up, safe from prying eyes.
Are you coming with us?
What I seek still eludes my grasp, so our business is not yet concluded. You ought to be grateful. I can be a powerful ally, when the mood strikes me. I will meet you back in Fargrave. I'm sure the Anchorite knows someone who can decipher the code.
Goodbye.
Let's meet at the inn in Fargrave. Bearer's Rest. We can talk privately there.
The hell? Way over there, dude.
So you really came all this way to stop the waking flame from destroying Fargrave?
Something like that.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. Finding the leader of the cult, watching as she almost completed a deadly ritual, and then allowing her to escape. I never fail like that. And all we have for our trouble is a coded message.
Do you know anyone who can decipher the code?
Maybe. This is Fargrave, after all. The city connects to everywhere. Madam Wim must know someone here who can help us with that. In the meantime, we made a deal, and I always honor my commitments. Here, you earned this, my friend.
Alright.
Little mortal, attend me.
Anyways, that's it for this quest, so I'll probably see you on the next one. This looks like the same, but it's part of a set, so let's equip it. The grasp set, I don't have one of those. Alright, see you on the next stream. I'm gonna get some food and be back in a little bit.